Hello and welcome. My name is Jocelyn and today we are doing a bit of a get ready with me. It's been about a month or so since I've updated all of you on just kind of what's going on. December was crazy, so I thought I would take some time this morning to put some makeup on my face and just chat about everything that happened. I don't think that I'm gonna talk about the makeup too much because I really just want this to be an update on what's been going on in my life, because there's been a lot of stuff that's been going on. The last video that was kind of update related was my Parker video. If you're not familiar with my channel, I have, well, Alex and I had 4 cats. Alex is my husband, and our oldest cat, Parker, was really sick for a long time and we were treating it, but he ended up passing away in December and it was really, really heartbreaking. And a lot of people who watch my channel are pretty invested in my cats, which I love and appreciate so much. And it just didn't feel right to just continue uploading videos as if nothing had happened. I had videos pre-recorded because the weekend after Parker passed, I was going to Vegas. So Parker passed on, I think it was Tuesday, and then there was Wednesday, and then I left on Thursday afternoon for Vegas. And so Thursday, we filmed and uploaded the video about him passing. I would have waited a little bit longer, but I was going to be gone that weekend, so we kind of just needed to get it out there. I just wanted to say a huge thank you to everybody. The responses to that video were so kind and appreciated, and it was just really, really, really nice that all of you just had such nice things to say. It's never fun. It's never easy to lose a pet. It's heartbreaking, really. Parker was our first pet that was ours and ours together, and it was horrible. But at least we were expecting it, so there's a little bit of silver lining there, that we were expecting it to happen at some point, and that it happened while I was home and not while I was in Vegas, which could have easily been the case. So yeah, so that had happened last. That was kind of the last update that I had given about what was going on in my life, and the aftermath of that is still, you know, pretty heartbreaking. It's definitely gotten easier as time has gone on. For a long time there was just like a dull ache in my chest every time I would come home and he wouldn't be here, but that has diminished in some ways over the course of the last month or so. We obviously still miss him so much all of the time, every day, and the cats miss him, but things are okay. Things are okay. And no, we have not gotten another cat. So that happened in December, and then, as I mentioned, I went to Vegas for a bachelorette party. It was a lot. It was a lot. I have come to the realization that Vegas is not really my thing. I didn't like hate it or anything like that. I enjoyed my time there, and I enjoyed the group of people that I went with. I went with a bunch of ladies. I think there was 5 of us in total. We didn't stay in a hotel on the Strip, which was kind of a regret. I wish that we would have stayed on the Strip. I think that that would have been really cool to have stayed in one of those hotels. The hotel we stayed in was right off of the Strip, and it was really, really pretty, really nice room. Maybe I should zoom you in at least while I'm doing my eyeshadow. Okay, so that, I mean, it wasn't like the worst thing. I had a really, really good time. We got to see most of the hotels. My favorite hotel was the Cosmo. Loved that one. I wish we would have gotten to see more shows. We did go see a drag show, which was probably my favorite part of the trip. If I ever go back, I'd like to see a Cirque du Soleil show and just more shows. I think that I would have a lot of fun with that. I don't really gamble too much. I did do a little bit of gambling. I don't really drink that much, but I did drink a little bit. And then we did go to a strip show. That was an experience. You know, I didn't think I was not going to enjoy myself, and I don't know how much I want to talk about this, but the performers, the dancers, were very aggressive in the fact that they really wanted to give you a lap dance, and I wasn't feeling that well. All I was drinking was water, so I wasn't drunk at all, which probably would have helped me feel a little bit more at ease, but I was not drinking. All I had in front of me was a water, and I was kind of closed off. It did not stop them from approaching, so that was again, an experience. If I needed to go back for another bachelorette party, I would, but I wouldn't choose to go back to a strip club. So yeah, so we did that. We all had lots of fun getting ready each night. There were 2 nights that we did really crazy makeup and like glitter and gems on the face, and that was so much fun. I wish that I could do that like all of the time. I did ride the roller coaster, which was great. Made me feel like I was back in Disneyland. And we also did the high roller, which is, it's like a big Ferris wheel, if you're not familiar, with these glass balls attached to it that you sit in, or stand in actually, and it you know, goes in a circle and you can see above Las Vegas, like the strip, and it's really fun, really beautiful. That was really cool. So I went to Vegas, it was great, and I had pre-scheduled videos. So those went up while I was gone, but I think I might have had a couple filmed to edit when I got back, but immediately when I got back, I got pretty sick, and so had to deal with that. Did not feel in the mood to edit, to film, so I didn't. I also, because I was in Vegas and then I got sick, I'm pretty behind on comments, which was all the way back to December now that I'm thinking about it, which is really crappy. I really want to go back to those comments because I want to read them, because I put up a lot of videos that I was pretty excited about and would like to circle back to those. So if I did not respond to your comment, I'm really sorry. December just like did not exist in my life, in my world. It just went by so fast. So Parker passed, went to Vegas, got really sick, shopped my brains out for Christmas presents that I hadn't done yet, and then it was Christmas, and then I feel like there was something that happened the weekend after Christmas, but I can't remember what. And then it was New Year's, and now here we are at the beginning of January, and life is just crazy. So Christmas was good. We spent way too much per usual on Christmas presents. Ooh, that's actually not what I wanted. I don't want this color. That is a little brighter than I was expecting, but let's make it match on the other side. Try this darker color. So Christmas went off like usual, where we bounced around from house to house, and then New Year's we decided to throw a New Year's party at our house. I think we had 7 people, not including Alex and I, so 9 people including Alex and I at our house. It was really fun. We definitely want to do it again next year. We played games, we had some drinks, we forgot to turn the TV on to watch the ball drop, so that was that was a struggle, but it went really good. And everyone we talked to like the next day said that they had a really good time, so I definitely think we want to try and do that again. And that was like the first party in our new house, so that was really cool that went well. There are still lots of things that we have not gotten done in the new house. Lots of boxes that still need to be unpacked. We did finally get some things on the walls. We hung a couple of shelves in the living room and then one in the spare bathroom, so that's really cool that we finally did some of that while Alex was on winter break. It didn't feel like he was on winter break for very long because we were either doing holiday stuff or I was gone, so that really sucked. We did watch, I think it was like 6 episodes of Game of Thrones the last weekend before classes started, so we did get some of that done. I really want to finish watching Game of Thrones though, so that we can cancel HBO, because right now we're subscribed to HBO, Netflix, Hulu, and Disney Plus, but we don't pay for Disney Plus. Alex's parents actually got us a year subscription for Christmas, so that's helpful. But we do still have the other 3 streaming services, and all we use HBO for is Game of Thrones, and once we finish that, we can cancel HBO. Yeah, I think that's about what I was looking for with my eyeshadow. So I think that we're all caught up, basically, December and January. Next week, this video will go up a little bit later after I'm filming it, but this coming weekend I am going up to Portland for a wedding that I'm going to be a part of. The same wedding associated with the bachelorette party from Vegas is happening this coming weekend in Portland. I'm really excited. Alex and I and my friend Bree are driving up Friday, and then we come home Sunday, so it's a quick trip up, but my friend Kylie is getting married in downtown Portland. Ooh, let me throw on some eyeliner real fast and then come back. Okay, so on to the face makeup. This little Hourglass bad boy is in a project pan, and I need a spoolie. Okay, so that's happening in January. God, there's so much. I feel like there's so much. What else do I want to update you on? I have a project pan that just went live, if you have not seen that already, which I'm sure you probably actually have. It is a big group project pan that involves cream any kind of cream product. I think that there's like 40 people who are involved in it, so that's very exciting. I also want to do my eyeshadow project pan. I want to start that, but to do that I need to put all of my eyeshadows into an Excel spreadsheet, which is quite the project, and I just haven't had time for it yet. So that needs to happen, but I do want to start that pretty soon. I also might start a sample project pan because I have quite a few samples like ready to go that are just sitting in my collection, and I'd like to start using them. So I might start that at some point. And then I think that's it for project pans. I really don't want to go crazy with project pans this year because I really don't have an obscene collection anymore. I used to have a lot of things that were just sitting there, but I don't have that problem anymore. I've also been thinking about filming a Q&A. It's been quite a while since I've done one. So I'll probably put a post on Instagram and maybe on YouTube again asking for questions, but I know not everybody sees those. So if you're watching this and you have a question that you'd like to ask and would like me to answer in a Q&A style video, leave it down below so that I can answer it in a future Q&A. It might be a while, or maybe it'll be just in a couple weeks. I have no idea. I really need to write out a schedule. It's been a while since I've done that. Usually I'm just like, oh, these are the videos that I want to film in the next couple weeks or so, and then I film them, and then while I'm filming those I get new ideas, and it just kind of rolls like that. But I think it would be very helpful for me to create a schedule. There's quite a few videos that I want to film. A lot of them I would have liked to have gotten up at the beginning of the year. They're like, you know, brands that I want to try in 2020, brands that I tried in 2019, and my thoughts, that kind of stuff. But just time is just absolutely running away from me. Plans for the year, I guess, though. So we're in January right now. My dad and stepmom are trying to make a Disneyland trip happen for spring break. My youngest brother, I have one full brother and then two stepbrothers. Both of them are younger. Both stepbrothers are younger than me and my brother. But my youngest one, who is the only one left in high school, he's a senior this year, is going into the military. We're not totally sure which branch, but he's supposed to be leaving pretty soon after graduation. And so my stepmom really wanted to make one last big trip, preferably Disneyland, happen before that, which I am extremely down for. I didn't have any prospects of being able to go to Disneyland this year, and we did not go last year. We didn't go in 2019. If we don't go with them in March, I don't know that we'll get to go for a very long time. So we'll have to see. If that doesn't happen in March, there is a possibility that maybe Alex and I could just go in June to celebrate his graduation, because he is supposed to be graduating college in June, which is gonna be just so great. I think a lot of people struggle in school and with college and all of that, but I think that he just kind of extra struggles. It'll be quite the relief, I think, for both of us when he finally finishes it up, but he is on a path to finish it up. Ooh, I got this concealer in BoxyCharm this month. It's the Pretty Vulgar concealer. I'm worried that it's a little too dark, but I do want to try it out. I guess I can always mix it with something. Well, maybe not. Maybe it's not. Let's try it. It actually looks pretty good. It's definitely not a brightening concealer. Let me put a little bit more on. It's got a decent coverage. I don't need anything that's too full coverage. Actually, I don't like any concealers that are too full coverage or too heavy, and this feels pretty good. So yeah, okay, so that's the beginning of the year, sort of. And then if Disneyland doesn't end up happening, which it might not, who knows, Alex and I also really want to try and take a trip to Hawaii. I've been once the year after my freshman year of college, so quite a few years ago, but Alex has never been, and it would be really fun for us to go together before, you know, like kids or anything like that. And so that's another thing that's a possibility in the future. And I know that we'd have a really, really good time. The thing that I always struggle about is that we love Disneyland so much. And we know that we love Disneyland. We know that if we go, we're going to have a great time. So deciding to do something else that's gonna cost, like, you know, the same amount of money is a bit of a challenge. If we go to Disneyland in spring break with my family, I don't know what the paying looks like, if they're gonna buy our tickets or help pay for the hotel as a birthday gift or something like that, because that was kind of insinuated. If they helped pay for quite a bit of it, then it's a possibility that we could do Disneyland during spring break and Hawaii later in the year. So the possibility's there, but who knows? There's a lot of things that are just still up in the air, so we'll have to see. I also plan on doing more will I buy it type of videos, going back to videos, suddenly jumping topic. I think that people really like those, and they also really like anti-hauls, which I think that I'll do a mixture of both. Like right now, there's actually quite a few things that are coming out that I have an interest in. It's been a while since there's been things that I've had an interest in purchasing, so it's kind of exciting. Quite a few drugstore things, a handful of higher end things that I've got my eye on. God, I feel like I am so behind on my makeup and I'm running out of things to talk about. Okay, so there are those parts of my eyes. I do want to add a shimmer to the inner corner, and I think I want to use the shade Kush. This is in my Partners in Cream project pan. I want to hear from you. What is your favorite place to vacation or take trips to? Obviously, mine is Disneyland. I think that that's no surprise. I like going up to Portland, Oregon. That's pretty fun to visit. I'd like to go to Hawaii. I'd love to go back to Europe. That's a long-term goal out there, to go to Europe, but that is much more expensive and time-consuming, so we'll see. But I want to know, what are your favorite places to travel to? Maybe I need to add it to my bucket list. In case you're wondering, because I did not say, the eyeshadows that I used were from Sydney Grace. I used the eyeshadow, the lightest one, the lightest green is Sea Breeze, and then the deep mossy green is Bravo. So just in case you were curious, I think those are the only two shades. I used a tiny bit of a brighter green on accident. This is the shade Meadow, but I wanted not something so neon. I wanted it a little bit more like this. Let's move on and do some blush. I don't know that there's anything else that I really wanted to talk about. I just kind of wanted to update you on what my December looked like. Apologize for not responding to comments during the month of December because it was just an absolute crap show. Kind of talk about some of my future videos. Got those 2 project pans, maybe 1 more project pan, the sample project pan. Oh, a call for questions. I want to do a Q&A, so if you have questions, again, leave them down below. There will be a couple other opportunities to provide me with questions though. Look out for those if you want to think about a question. Gosh, I feel like there was so much more I wanted to say. All right, so let me go ahead. I just have eyebrows, mascara, and lips left. So let me go ahead and throw those on and then we'll wrap it up. All right, and we are finished with this get ready with me. I have all makeup applied. I have a few things that I need to do, a few housekeeping things. I have some friends coming over tonight. I have an appointment in a couple of hours. If you liked this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up. I asked quite a few questions in this video, so if you want to answer any of those, please leave a comment down below. If you want to subscribe for more content, don't forget to do so before you go. All of those buttons are down below, and I think that is everything I have for you today. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one.